And there's no cutscene at the start of this mission, which means we're doing the last area again.
There's
Hooray!
just loafing.
Oh god.
Here go!
Is every level, is it preceded by a cutscene of some sort?
If it is the start of a new area, there is a cutscene before it.
Okay.
If it is the same area as last time, but now you're just playing as the other character, no, there is no cutscene.
They're making good on their promise to the best of their very, very limited ability.
That's right.
Do you think Ruby Rod ever gave anybody nightmares? Hey, she's in her weird slingshot thing now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's because we are post having met up. Actually, wait a minute. So in the last video, she was wearing thermal bandages, jumping off of a roof, getting into Corbin's cab, and then they parked the cab. So I guess he had her change of clothes in the taxi cab.
Mhm.
Okay.
That is the only explanation I have for this.
It's better.
I like to imagine-
But I mean, they had to do it obviously because now the future cutscenes show her wearing that outfit.
Yeah.
So I don't remember Lilu's actual outfit having almost completely transparent fishnet stockings though.
I thought she had pants on in the movie.
I believe
Yeah.
I believe those are just white pants that have different lighting effects.
A
I
very
guess.
fleshy tone.
Yeah. I like to envision Mila Jovovich as just wearing this in her off hours,
Yeah, she probably does.
just in her day-to-day life.
Yay!
Fuck you, guy.
We killed a cop.
Oh no! You joined him. You felt bad about it.
That's right.
Look at the taxi. It's just upright right there.
Well, yeah, it's hanging out just like it was in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay, there you go.
It's a hard jump to meet because you have no shadow and the camera kind of crops right above your feet,
Oh,
so you can't tell
God.
where you're landing.
Platforming with no shadow is the worst.
Well, there is a shadow, but there's no shadow over bottomless pits.
It's an inconsistent shadow too. Like, look at it deforming underneath her.
Yeah.
It's like a living blob.
You can actually see the bounding box around the shadow sprite on certain textures because they didn't get the transparency quite right.
So I'm wondering, what hiring acts made it possible for the state of New York to exclusively have extremely obese cops? Or maybe this is just the armor that they have on.
Yeah. No, every single one of these cops is,
600 pounds.
no, too old, too tired, and too hungry to go chasing some 2-bit hot rod.
Get it?
Excellent.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
So this is totally like a game design nitpick, but the health items that you pick up, the polygonal health box is 30% and the orb is 100%. With the shields, the polygonal shield thing is 100% and the orb is 30%.
What?
It's backwards.
These cops that you're beating up look like stretched out Voluses.
Oh yeah.
So like bullets as if they were regular people sized.
Yeah. Ow!
Oh.
You just
Oh,
fell
no!
fell on your hip. It's all, okay, I'll just.
Only took one kick to the face.
All Lilu needs is one kick.
So yeah, this is that area that we
you
could not
know-
access as Corbin.
This would have been better, less tedious if you could sort of swap on the fly between Corbin Delves and Lulu.
It didn't have to complete
The same fucking
mission
level
areas
twice.
Yeah. Well, they have different objectives, and they can access different areas because different doors are locked and unlocked, and not because they actually have any different abilities whatsoever. Actually, I think maybe Lilu jumps slightly higher.
That would make it Decay for the port of Half-Life to the PS2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Which, if you remember, was incredibly tedious. One of the most tedious Half-Life level packs I have ever played.
And that's saying something.
Yep.
Audience laughter.
That's right.
Guy in the back goes, woo.
Alright, and here we have a new enemy.
Oh,
What?
fuck.
Like, you can't see him?
I'm going to try to lure it out into the light.
This blob of darkness.
And it's Corbin Dallas.
What the fuck is that? What?
See, there are cops that aren't fat people. This one had a police pass and everything.
Did that appear in the movie at all?
I don't think so.
What even
Oh,
was
like,
that?
I think it's been pretty firmly established at this point that aside from the Megalors, the Mondo Shuan, and the Diva Plava Laguna, there aren't really any non-human species in the entire... Well, I guess Sorg's pet whatever thing.
Zorg.
So I don't know where all this stuff is coming from. I would not be surprised if they were just like leftover assets not used in Nightmare Creatures.
I bet you they
These
are.
shipped with the engine, so we figured why not.
We had to make this game within 6 months, so let's give them what they paid for.
Yeah. And they spent most of it modeling Mila Jovovich.
They spent most of it negotiating with Bruce Willis for likeness rights,
Negotiating, meaning that they tried calling him and he never picked up the phone.
and they called him every single day. Oh, great.
He was, who could blame him? He was busy filming a Michael Bay movie.
Mhm.
And we all know how, intensive those are.
What was Bruce Willis doing immediately after The Fifth Element?
He was probably doing, Look Who's Talking 4?
Armageddon.
Well, that's what I was implying when I said a Michael Bay movie.
Oh,
What?
I've never heard of that movie. Oh. I've never heard of that movie.
Man. I wonder what the worst movie I've seen Bruce Willis in is.
What the fuck are you supposed to do in this room? What the fuck? Like,
elevator.
What?
Jump!
Are you supposed to jump back out the way you came in? Oh. Okay. Why are there purple tunnels here?
Whoa.
Underneath New York.
Is that guy wearing a shirt? Like, I keep thinking that he's wearing a shirt that says, like, some Usenet, like, address or something.
Also, the IMDb page for Bruce Willis attributes him with a credit on this game for voice work.
What?
No.
No.
Untrue.
Go change that.
Citation needed. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to throw contact bombs at grates, seeing which ones will blow up and which ones won't.
Mm-hmm.
Rubbing myself against doors, seeing which ones will open, which ones won't.
Rubbing yourself against doors, seeing which ones will reciprocate.
That's right.
It's great that they have doors in this place that don't work because they really make this area seem like a real place
That's right.
that people would exist and interact with each other in.
Especially when there's no visual indicator that the...
It's like this series of rooms, this hallway, is part of someone's day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think I'm in an area that we also are in when we're playing as Corbin. We just got in there through a different way.
What the fuck is that behind you? Holy shit!
Oh, that's one of the giant aliens that live in the sewer
Oh.
What? The,
in the depths of New York.
Uh-huh.
what?
I assume that's not also in the movie.
I'm going to assume that is the case.
Great.
Okay, they probably really did just take Nightmare Creatures assets and just... Like, why else would that
I don't
be
know
there?
why they even felt the need to do this when those aliens don't behave any differently than the cops do.
Let's add a little variety. But like maybe
Cameras.
there was like a 5-second cutaway that included a prop like this.
Maybe. Or maybe
I
they
will
just...
double check on that and I will get back to you.
Okay.
Hey, I just double checked and no, there isn't a giant alien in the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fast.
I'm a speed reader.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, this is just the sewer people. These are actually human beings
Oh no.
that have been mutated.
Are they real human beings?
Yes, and they're real heroes.
Oh, okay.
And they make weird snooty noises.
Well, of course. Are you expecting them to talk?
Yes.
Hey, at least they don't shoot guns.
This is gameplay.
And again, you have to beat them all up because some of them have things that you need to have to progress.
It's always great when, when you have to wail on an enemy with melee attacks, while they are in invincibility frames.
Mm-hmm.
You know what game series has a whole lot of that? What? The Legend of Spyro series.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying really hard to lob this grenade over that box, but it seems to be, clipping on some part of the geometry.
There we
Whose
go.
fault is that?
The game's.
Yeah.
Not mine.
I really enjoy that, opening new areas is sometimes reliant on you having the grenades for it.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough grenades on hand, then you start the mission over.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Which is why, they give you this thing that's great for combat, and then you can't actually use it all that much.
What's with the weird farting noises?
It's a giant alien.
Really?
Do items respawn at all throughout the areas? Nope. Okay.
Of course not.
That would have been a pretty good way of, ensuring that people can still progress.
There are enough items in the level to do what you need to do in the level. It's not going to, spawn you in front of a door that requires a grenade and not give you a grenade to deal with it, just in case you start the level empty.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't use your resources efficiently within the level, then yeah, you're going to have to start the level over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, remember the 90s? Weren't the 90s so much better?
Yeah.
That's right. Remember the 90s. Remember all these Nickelodeon shows and nothing else.
By the way, it finally happened. VH1 made a I love the 2000s.
Excellent.
Great.
So now you can,
It's been enough time to look back on the 2000s fondly. What was there in the 2000s to be fond of?
360.
Oh. Yeah. The one thing.
Remember when the Wii came out?
Also, the Amory song One Thing. You're welcome.
Also, the Gravity Kills song One Thing.
Okay.
Why?
So here's some platforming.
So why is there toxic
Nailed it.
purple ooze?
Because we're in the depths of New York.
Are we in the oh God, what's the name of the cave level from Mario 64?
Hazy Maze Cave.
Hazy Maze Cave. That's right.
But that had green.
Yeah, but it also I suppose. Ruining my references.
Gonna ruin your references with pedantic nerdery.
Yeah, that's right. That's what the internet does.
So I'm trying to get that thing to go away from me because I know that if I jump up there, it's going to kick me into the ooze, and instead I just waste a sonic blast on it.
You were literally doing the internet's work there, Frankie.
Better me than some YouTube commenter.
That's right.
These doors are all locked, which means these doors will become unlocked as the level progresses.
This is a video game.
Excellent.
Yay!
Awesome.
You did it.
We need to open up all these doors. I should have opened them up one at a time in retrospect, because this is just going to make me get really lost again. So I've got all these new areas to explore.
New.
So we're about 14 minutes into the video now. Frankie, what's our current objective?
Gives a shit.
And Lobst, where are we?
We're underneath New York. We're in the secret hatch system. That's, I guess, like it's a missile silo or something? It looks like it, at least.
That's correct.
Where the aliens are plotting their attack, which Lilu has to stop.
As far as I'm concerned, the mission objective in each of these levels is to stop playing the game.
Well, in order to do that, we have to complete the level.
Well, I know, and that's why it's your objective.
Oh. I hope that alien didn't have a key on him. Yay!
Oh no, you're in Jurassic Park now.
I wonder if there's fall damage in this game for anything.
There's hella fall damage in this game.
Oh yeah, that's right. You suffered some earlier.
We have suffered death due to fall damage.
Yes, we have.
So I open up a bridge and I need to figure out how to get to it.
Oh, you motherfucker. Sorry, that was unrelated.
Oh, what happened?
Okay.
Tell me.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
You can keep it in if you want.
Nope.
And just save it.
That's right. And just listen to it every now and then.
Just make it so that if there's ever dead air, I just say, "Oh, you motherfucker."
Well, now we've said so much about it that I need to leave it in, or there's going to be like a minute of silence.
Set "Oh you motherfucker" as your text ringtone.
No.
That's right. We're making these limited edition Demo Weasel "Oh you motherfucker" T-shirts available on our Etsy store.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Here.
It's his catchphrase.
It's
Here's
Etsy.
your-
It's Etsy because they're hand stitched.
This is
That's
a thinky
They're
shirt.
hand ironed on.
It has Lonk on it, and you can make internet money off someone else's intellectual property.
Yes.
That's right.
You're living the internet American dream.
Yeah, it's weird. These artists, they just keep putting art up, and like
And it's
nobody
right
has
for the
put this.
plugin.
Nobody
Well,
has put
they're
this
not
art on
asking
a
for money
t-shirt.
for it, so it's okay for me to ask money for it because they wouldn't be making money off of it anyway.
Guys, how come nobody's drawn a transformer that transforms into a DeLorean yet? Oh wait, now they have. Now my life is complete.
Alright, I think I found somewhere new.
Is there a nerd
Nope.
shirt that has like a periodic table of elements on it? That is like the nerd table of elements, and the
I'm
fifth
sure
one
there's,
is.
I'm sure there's one specifically for Star Trek and Doctor Who.
But is there one
And
that
Harry
has
Potter.
the fifth element on it?
Oh, I see.
Has there
That's what I'm asking.
has there been an internet product that has mashed up Star Wars with the Fifth Element?
Probably.
You would assume probably because it's the internet and Star Wars. Like
But
specifically,
it's the Fifth Element.
like this isn't like me saying, "Hey, Star Wars is."
Oh! I found it! I found the thing! I found it! We can progress to the level now.
Oh, are
Cut
those
all that.
falling
Cut the
platforms?
cut the last 2 minutes of commentary. There's nothing going on there.
Fuck you. But no,
Alright.
it's like it's not me like saying that Star Wars is this fantastic property that needs to be mashed up with everything. It's that like cynical internet marketing people, like they default to mashing things up with Star Wars if they want to make money.
Oh, like Seth MacFarlane?
Yes, that's a pretty prime example right there.
Oh, like Robot Chicken.
Oh. Why is there so much Star Wars stuff?
Yay! So I had to blow that up to make this platform start moving. That platform that
Obviously,
you couldn't see.
obviously,
Yep.
that is how you needed to progress. Oh God.
So here's a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that the same way they made remakes of like Total Recall and RoboCop, even though it's not Paul Verhoeven, are we going to see a remake of The Fifth Element sometime in the future?
Yeah, give it about 5 years.
Oh,
There'll be
Christ.
a new Fifth Element. It'll be edgier. It'll
The
be
Sixth
rated
Element.
PG.
It'll be rated
Yes.
PG.
Yes.
It'll
Well,
be.
that's where this shit seems to go, right? They take R-rated movies and make PG-13 sequels.
They'll take the boobs out.
They'll make it R-rated.
Oh, it's because they don't want to alienate their male target audience.
That's right.
God.
So I'm switching the camera control to this one so I can actually see in front of me, but then as soon as I jump onto this platform, it automatically switches over to the fancy one.
Yeah,
anyway,
because
so
it's
what's
so
the
helpful.
point?
Look at
Yeah.
this level
So
design.
this jump here is described in the game fact for this game as like the hardest jump to make
Make it.
Shit.
because because if you are going forward and jumping, Lulu will not put her arms up to grab onto a ledge, and you need to grab onto that
Lulu
ledge.
breaks her ankle
So you have to
and
like
spends the rest of this movie in that way.
you have to jump up and then jam the stick forward so that you're in the correct animation, so you can latch onto the ceiling. If you mess up, you're going to fall, and if you fall too many times, then you're going to die. Or you'll clip through some piece of world geometry and die.
I love clip.
Great.
Or you'll... Yep. Luckily, it spawns me right here.
Did Lilu ever climb a ceiling grate in the movie?
No.
really.
That's something.
Okay, so
Close. There is the part in Floss in Paradise where she's in the Diva's room and she jumps up into an air duct to escape Zorg.
Oh shit!
But no,
there is that. No, but like I'm just thinking like the only reason that she does that in this game is because
it
Tomb
happened
Raider.
in the movie.
No, because Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah.
What if I were to tell you that in The Fifth Element, it was actually a far-flung sequel to the Resident Evil series of movies?
Yes, they rebuild Alice.
Yep. She just doesn't remember who she is.
That's right.
But she remembers everything.
They fucked up the Oh yes.
She
Look
was
at that
the
fucking thing.
head of security for the Umbrella Corporation at a research facility known as the Hive.
And her
And there
DNA
was an incident.
Her
People
DNA
died.
is superior to everybody else's because everybody
'cause
else is
she's got-
just the offspring of zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's because she has like Umbrella Corporation stuff inside of her,
Oh yeah, that's right. There's also that.
and then Wesker takes it out and puts it back in again.
So they're making another one of those, you know.
Yeah, of
Excellent.
course. They have to finish the series.
What do you mean finish?
Yes. Like the last one ended on such an amazing cliffhanger. Oh man. Let me just say.
You mean Paul W.S. Anderson and his wife have nothing better to do than make another one of those? The answer is yes.
I guess they could make another Mortal Kombat movie.
All right, I think we're at the end of the level now. I just have to figure out what that means. There.
Yay!
All right.
It ended in such a nothing place.
Yep.
We fell into the end of the level. We found it.
I
Oh
like
Christ.
how it delineates between just Corbin, Lilu, and Corbin and Lilu levels in the loading save screen right there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, it has to be
Yep.
respectful to canon.